start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
Here we go.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Pollard again. And how about this start defensively? They're going to get him behind the line a second time. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And taken right at the 35.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Your range and give out some pain. Give it a 22. Do not give it a 22.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. In motion, Hill.
A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Ww8.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Running left, Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message there and impose their will. They score on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent. I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just run it all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And Pollard going to pick up a Cowboys first down up near the 40-yard line. The Cowboys at 3-9 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Take it in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And they run the option on second down.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So
now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And here's Jake Bailey now.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
and it's intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go. Let's get that touch.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
So on fourth down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 4. Up the middle, Achane.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On second down, a run by Achane.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here is third down and 4.
Now Tua.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Waddle's first catch, good for a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Tua once again here on second and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, it's Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Cowboys on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And Lance now to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is indeed good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And, it's incomplete. 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. On play action, here's Tua.
He'll dump this off to H.A. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Tua now on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2nd and 5.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
73 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here from Dallas. 66 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's Lance.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
from 19 yards away.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Seriously? Is that even a play?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Get in the end zone, fellas. Keep the pressure on him, offense.
On 1st down, Lance. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Focus, boys. Focus. Here we go.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a toss left for Achane.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On second down, Tua.
Throw caught by Achane.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Tua now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
There on the tackle, Cam Smith.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Second down and 6 now. Handoff coming left is Vaughn.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 79 yards.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
On play action, Lance.
Steps away to his... Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Under pressure, they got him again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meet.
Here's a diving catch right side. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now Lance.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Lance looks to throw again. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Let's make a play, boys. Stay on point, fellas. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set. 43 round.
Yeah, man, come on. Don't let him rest.
Ready.
Again, it's Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is not the end. Turbo 3, kick.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
Just like